Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to review BrowserAct, a very powerful AI automation tool that I have been using for the past few days. I will share everything I have discovered, what I like about it, what could be improved, and how you can actually use it to automate your everyday browser tasks. So let's start with a quick overview. So BrowserAct is basically an AI agent that works inside your browser just like a real assistant. You can train it once and it will automatically perform repetitive tasks like searching, clicking, copying data, summarizing pages, filling out forms, or even managing workflows across different websites. Now, the good news is BrowserAct is currently available as a lifetime deal on AppSumo. You will find 5 tiers here, all with lifetime access. The features are pretty much the same across all tiers. The only difference is the number of credits you get. So you can choose the plan that fits your users. For example, if you are planning to run multiple automations or workflows daily, it's better to go for a higher tier with more credits. I have dropped the link in description below, so make sure you check that out. Before diving into the live demo, I checked the user reviews on AppSumo, and honestly, most people seem very satisfied. The feedback has been quite positive, especially about how easy it is to train AI agents and set up custom workflows. So as you can see, this is how the BrowserAct dashboard looks. It's honestly quite neat and simple. Nothing too complicated or overwhelming. I actually like how clean the interface is because even if you are a beginner, you can easily figure out where everything is. On the home page, you will notice a few main options. Things like the AI workflow builder, quick agent, and integrations. Just below that, there are some feature templates that you can start using right away. These templates are actually pretty handy if you don't want to build everything from scratch. Now, on the left hand side, you will see all the important sections like AI workflow, my workflow templates, agents, template marketplace, credential center, integrations and API, activity log, plan and billing, and of course the dashboard itself. I would say navigation is straightforward. Everything you need is just one click away. There is no unnecessary clutter, which makes it a good experience overall. So if you look at the bottom of the dashboard, you will see your balance, basically how many credits you have in your account. And here is a nice bonus. Every day when you log in, BrowserAct gives you 500 free credits. All you have to do is click on the daily bonus button to claim it. This feature is actually pretty cool because even if you are just exploring or experimenting with workflows, those free credits are enough to test out a few automations daily. Now let's talk about what you will actually be using the most inside BrowserAct. The main power of this tool lies in creating AI workflows and agents. This is where you can train your AI to perform browser tasks automatically. Things like searching, clicking, typing, or copying data. You basically record your actions once and the AI learns to repeat them perfectly whenever you run the workflow. Another important area is the integrations and API section. BrowserAct lets you connect with tools like Google Sheets or Notion. So, for example, you could automate a task where your AI collects data from a website and directly sends it into a Google Sheet without you having to lift a finger. That's honestly one of my favorite parts of this tool because it turns boring repetitive browser work into a one-click process. Now, if you are not comfortable creating workflows from scratch, BrowserAct also offers a library of pre-made templates. There are lots of ready-to-use automation templates available and you can customize them however you want. This is perfect for people who want to save time or aren't super technical. You can simply choose a template that fits your needs, like scraping product data, filling out forms, or generating content, and then tweak it according to your workflow. Alright, so let's start by creating our very first AI agent in BrowserAct. After this, we will also build a workflow so you can see exactly how the whole automation process works from start to finish. To begin, simply click on the Create button and from here, choose the agent option. Once you do that, a new window will open where you need to give your agent a name and an optional description. The description isn't mandatory, you can skip it if you want, but I personally recommend writing a short one. It helps you remember what that specific agent is supposed to do later on, especially if you plan to create multiple agents in the future. For example, I will name this one AI Research Assistant. Then click on the Create button. Now here is the important part. You will see a text box that says write a complete instruction defining the agent's purpose and behavior. So this is where you need to be very clear and detailed about what you want your AI to do. The better your instructions, the smarter and more accurate your agent will perform. For instance, in my case, I will type something like this. You are an AI research assistant. Your task is to research any given topic by searching it on Google, opening the top 5 to 7 relevant websites, reading their main content, summarizing key insights from each source, and then generating a final research summary document with all findings combined. Include source URLs and keep summarizes clear, concise, and factual. See how specific that instruction is? That's exactly what you should do. Always describe your agent's behavior step by step, what it needs to do, how it should act, and what kind of output you want. This helps the AI understand your expectations and reduces mistakes during execution. So once you are done defining your agent's role, you will notice some tool settings on the screen. These settings let you customize how your agent operates. For example, you can set the browser type and region. By default, the region is set to the US, but you can easily change it to any other country depending on your task. So if your research or data collection is region specific, I would suggest updating this setting accordingly. Then you will see a few more advanced options, things like model selection. BrowserAct currently offers two model types, fast, intelligent. Here is a quick tip. If you are doing lightweight or repetitive tasks, go for the fast model since it uses fewer credits. But if your task involves deep research, analysis, or complex decision making, use the intelligent model. It will cost slightly more credits, but the results are usually more accurate and detailed. You will also find an option called execution style. I usually leave it on default, but if you are an advanced user, you can experiment with it later on to see which style performs better for your specific tasks. Next, you will see a few more agent settings that allow fine-tuning behavior. If you are a beginner, you don't need to worry about changing too much here. The default settings work just fine. Once everything looks good, simply click publish and that's it. Your AI agent is now live and ready to start working. Now, one thing I really appreciate here is how BrowserAct keeps the process simple. Creating an AI agent in many tools can get confusing or technical, but here everything feels step by step and beginner friendly. However, I will be honest here, you still need to spend a few minutes carefully writing your agent's instructions because that's what makes the biggest difference in how effectively your AI performs later. So as you can see, our AI agent is now fully ready. Now let's test this agent to see how well it performs. I will type in top digital marketing trends for 2025 and hit set. And look at this, our agent has already started working. On the right side, you can actually watch the browser in action. It's opening Google, checking the top links, visiting websites, and reading their content in real time. On the left side, you can see every step it's performing. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, everything is logged in order. I really like this because it gives you full visibility into what your AI is doing at each stage. If something ever goes wrong or a website doesn't load properly, you will know exactly where the issue happened. And now that it's done, let's check the result. As you can see, it has successfully completed the task and generated a detailed summary of the top digital marketing trends for 2025. You can even download this report directly to your computer. That's super helpful if you want to save your results or share them later. Honestly, I'm impressed with how smoothly the agent performed these tasks. It didn't freeze or take too long and it handled multiple websites automatically. Alright, now let's move on and create our own custom workflow using BrowserAct. This is another powerful feature that allows you to automate a full process step by step. So just like before, click on the create button and this time choose workflow. Give your workflow a name. I will call this one Daily News Digest Workflow. Then click on create and it will open up a new interface where we can start building our workflow visually. Here you will see options to set your triggers, actions, and workflow settings. Basically, you are designing how your AI should behave and what steps it should take automatically. The first thing we will do is define an input parameter. I will name it AI News Today and click OK. Then you will see a plus icon. Click on it to open the action library. This is where things get interesting. BrowserAct gives you a full library of pre-built actions, very similar to tools like N8 or Zapier. From here, I will choose Visit Page and in the URL field, I will paste the link to Google News. Then again, I will click on the plus icon to add another step. This time, click Element And here I will specify the search field. After that, I will add an input text step and type in AI News Today. You can keep adding as many actions as you need. So in short, you can build a complete end-to-end automation flow right inside your browser without any coding. Now, if you feel that creating your own workflows from scratch looks a bit complicated or time-consuming, don't worry, BrowserAct already has you covered. You can simply go to that template marketplace, and here you will find tons of ready-made automation templates for different use cases. There are templates for data scraping, content research, lead generation, form filling, and much more. The best part is that you can customize any of them as per your needs. So even if you don't want to build something from zero, you can start with a pre-made template and then modify it however you want. For example, let's say I want to use the Google News Scrapper template. I will just click on it, and here you will see all the details about what this workflow does and how it works. You can check the description and actions it performs, the triggers, and even a preview of the complete workflow step by step. Once you have reviewed it, all you need to do is click Create from Template. It will open up the entire workflow for you instantly, and from here you can make any changes you want. If you wish to modify a step, change an input, or adjust the output format, you can easily do all of that right here. And when you are done customizing, simply click Publish, and that's it. Your workflow is ready to go. Now let's test this one. I will click on Start, and you can actually watch it running live. See how it's opening Google News, scrolling through pages, and scraping the top news articles. It's literally doing everything on its own, just like an intelligent virtual assistant. Now look at this. The task is completed, and it doesn't stop there. BrowserAct also offers integrations and API options, which makes it even more powerful. With these, you can connect your workflows to external apps like Google Sheets, Notion, Airtable, or even custom APIs. This means your AI agent can collect data from one place and send it directly to another, completely on autopilot. So overall, I would say BrowserAct is one of those hidden gems that can genuinely save you a lot of time, especially if you deal with repetitive browser tasks. The idea of creating AI agents that can browse, click, and collect data just like a human is pretty powerful. I personally like how simple and beginner-friendly the dashboard is. Even if you have never built automation before, you can still create workflows easily or just use the pre-made templates. The fact that you get 500 free credits every day is also a huge plus. It's enough for light and medium users without needing to upgrade right away. Other than that, the integration system and API access really take things to the next level. So if you are someone who loves automation, productivity, or wants to use AI for real-world tasks, BrowserAct is definitely worth trying. Alright, that's my honest take on BrowserAct. If you found this review helpful, make sure you give the video a like, share it with your friends who might need this, and subscribe for more reviews like this one. And if you have already tried BrowserAct, tell me your experience in the comments. I would love to know how it worked for you.